Happening today, the 2020 census. It begins in a tiny town in Alaska. The roughly 600 people who live in Toksook Bay will be the first to be counted. The census helps determine everything from where roads are built to money for new schools, and the results all depend on participation.
Tonight, we are pinpointing areas that were undercounted here in the last census. News4JAX reporter Ashley Harding shows us where communities really missed out on some key funding.
There's a few of these spots in Northeast Florida and in Southeast Georgia. We're actually here in Arlington near the Southside Connector. It had one of the worst census return rates in the area back in 2010 when that census was going on. Now that's important because participation helps determine how much federal money these areas will receive. It's almost that time again. In a couple months, census workers will begin going door to door looking to get the most accurate count of who lives there. Participation is crucial. As a spokesperson with Florida Counts told our news partners in Orlando, the Sunshine State saw 200,000 omissions in the 2010 census. That equates to a $20 billion loss. So is the area where you live in a hard-to-count zone? This map shows how many people were counted in the last census and the return rate for surveys. The area highlighted in orange and dark red are considered the hardest to count. So looking at Jacksonville, the worst return rate is in Arlington, north of the expressway along the Southside Connector. Other spots in orange run south along Phillips Highway and west of Southside Boulevard. Farther north, some pockets in the area of Main Street between MLK Jr. Parkway and Kings Road. Zooming out of Jax and looking more closely at some of our outer counties, you'll see the largest of the hardest to count areas is in Columbia County, north of Lake City. Several large rural areas along the Florida-Georgia line are included too, like most of Baker County, part of Nassau County, and part of Charlton County, Georgia. In mid-March, people in Florida will start receiving postcards in the mail inviting them to complete the 2020 census. You can complete the census online, by phone, or by mail. And census workers will also visit college campuses as well as senior facilities. And in a few months, census workers will visit homes and those hard-to-count areas. To see that interactive map for yourself, head to our website, news4jax.com. Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.